Max Holloway, thanks so much for joining us on Fox Sports Australia.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's been 2 years since you last fought for the belt. How exciting is it to be back in the headline position in the co-main for a championship?
It's exciting, It's been 2.5 years from when we first met in this building, So I mean, big fight, A pro Hawaii card. This is the ninth island, and Las Vegas is called the ninth island for a reason, So pro Hawaii card, I got 5 title wins. To make my 6th title win with all my friends and family around, and it being Alex, it's the cherry on top.
In that time away, you fought Calvin Kattar and Yo-Yo Rodriguez. I'm wondering, Max, what did you learn from those fights, and how important were those wins for you?
Super important, Both the wins was very much needed. That's how we got back to this spot, and I learned a lot, I learned great. I learned how tough someone can be, Again, the Kattar fight, even in the Yair fight, pretty tough fights, So at the end of the day, it just gave me ready for this moment, this third time, If the first 2 was so convincingly, I don't think we would have been here for a third, right? So at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be here and blessed, and can't wait to put on a show.
Blessed is best. Alex and I often talk about improvement and how much he has evolved, I guess, since you guys last met. I'm curious, Max, how much do you think you've evolved, and what do you have now that you didn't have in the first 2 fights?
Proof is in the pudding. It's not what did I have now that I didn't have. It's what do I have now that I didn't show or I didn't use, And it's just like him, I'm sure there's stuff that he did get better. Of course, it's 2.5 years later. If you're not getting better, then what are you actually doing in life, So I know he's getting better. He's going to see the best version of me come Saturday night. I hope to see the best version of him come Saturday night, and I've been in there with this man for 10 rounds, man. 10 rounds, that's a lot of time, The way I feel mentally, physically, I feel so good, man. I'll be surprised if we go past 3 rounds in this fight.
So you're predicting you'll finish him within 3 rounds?
We see, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, man. I feel so good. I wish you guys could know what I'm doing in training, what I did in training, all the point to get here, because it's going to be an amazing fight, At the end of the day, like you said, he had a great fight with Brian, but I don't know how it felt, to overcome adversity like how he did, with Brian. Brian didn't wrap up my neck twice. Brian didn't drop me with a punch, I had to teach the guy how to block in our fight. So at the end of the day, it is what it was. All jokes aside, I can't wait. There's certain fights that for me, when I'm in the octagon, I want whoever you guys think is the best guy. And here's the guy. So I get to go out there. I treat every fight the same, 0-0. We go in there like it's my first fight and it could be my last fight, because you never know. And looking forward to Saturday night.
Max, in the media scrum, you mentioned that this is a legacy fight. So when you TKO Jose Aldo twice, a lot of people were heralding you as the greatest they'd ever seen in the featherweight division. If you go 0-3 against Alex, do you worry that legacy will be tarnished at all?
Not at all. I don't know. When I think about the greatest, I think of stats. And I have 5 title wins. Jose Aldo has 8 title wins. I'm not sure how much title wins Alex have, but at the end of the day, stats speak for himself, And if you want to be the greatest, that's what you gotta do. And the greatest to me, the greatest in our division, And one of the greatest of all time, Jose Aldo, got 8 title wins, So I plan on picking up my 6 and chasing that title wins.
You spoke about how you spent 10 rounds with this guy. In that second fight, Max, were you robbed by the judges, do you think?
We see what I don't want to, at the end of the day, Dana White said what he said. Half the UFC roster said what they said, and me coming out and adding more fuel to the fire, why, I actually, after that fight, I got in trouble, I was in breach of contract for not doing media after the fight, so at the end of the day, why cry over spilled milk, We had, there's 3 guys, octagon side, they went the other way. There's nothing I could do about it. I would complain about it. No, workers work. Winners focus on winning, and that's what I did. We're back here, and like I said before, If the first two was so convincingly, we wouldn't not be here for a third time. You know, there's a reason why we're here, and I'm blessed to be here, and I can't wait.
We certainly can't wait to see it. What about personally, Max? We saw you guys on UFC Embedded, and you guys seem to be pretty cordial with each other and very, very respectful. Alex sort of turned into the heel a little bit against Brian Ortega. What about him personally? Do you respect him?
Yeah, of course, for sure. You know, at the end of the day, I ain't got no problem with him. You know, and why? Why should I? You know, like, I don't. If I got paid to fight him in the parking lot over there, best believe a fight is going down in a parking lot. Like, but we don't get paid. You know, we don't get paid to do that. We get paid to fight in an octagon. There's rules, there's regulations, and I'm only a couple of days out of that. You know, so what am I gonna do? Screw that up? Screw that opportunity of taking care of my family and stuff for hating a guy for no reason? Like, I get to punch you in the face at the end of the week. Like, it's fine, it's cool, you know. I see you in a couple of days, my man.
I often speak to fighters, one of whom is Taito Iwaza. He says he doesn't care about the belt. A lot of fighters say, or sort of share that belief. They just like to fight, make money. It's what they do. What about you, Max? Do you care about the belt? How much emphasis do you place on, I must be champion, I must have it around my waist?
Zero. I mean, I am a champion. I carried myself as a champion before I got in the UFC. I carried myself as a champion when I was 0-1 in the UFC. I carry myself as a champion in front of you right now, you know. At the end of the day, this championship thing, everybody think it's a mindset, you know. It's a championship mindset. It is not. It is a championship responsibility. And my responsibility is to carry myself like a champ, and that's what I do, you know. In everything, in every aspect of my life, that's the way I look at myself and I carry myself, and that's the only way you can get respect, and that's the only way you can be able to do, you know. I'm sure for you, you know, if you want to be the best reporter ever, you need to believe it, you know. You don't walk around with your chest high, whatever, and acting like a douche, you know. But you know, deep down in yourself, you know, you tell yourself, I'm the best reporter, because that's just it, you know. That's the responsibility you got to carry, and you owe it to yourself, owe it to your family, since you're away from them right now, away from your other half that was talking, you know. It's like, you could be doing other stuff, but you're here. And if you're not trying to be the best here, then go find something else new.
It's quite profound. Max Holloway, all the best. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, brother.
Take care.